Office of the Pardon Attorney at the U.S. Department of Justice, which means there is an entire office dedicated to handling these pardons, which means there's a bunch of people who are not the president who are about to see their fucking little tiny shriveled sausage dicks placed in that little tiny guillotine.
Yeah.
Boink.
Yeah.
If I recently received a notice that my clemency application was denied, can I reapply? Don't really need that. How can I check the clemency? How long is the office of pardon? Aha, this one's useful. The president is the only one with authority to use clemency power according to Article 2, Section 2 of the Constitution. From 1789 to 1853, the Secretary of State and the Attorney General share the responsibility of helping the president exercise this power. Hello, who was the Secretary of State under Biden?
I don't recall.
But, well, it sounds like he might be in a little bit of trouble because
you're going to get a pee-pee spank?
Yeah. Although the Department of State conditioned to issue pardon warrants until a presidential order of June 6, 1893. Hello, Department of State. Transferred this function to the Department of Justice. On March 3rd, 1865, the Attorney General delegated clemency responsibilities to the Office of the Clerk of Pardons. This would have been right after World War II.
Are you reading this off the screen? Because we can't see it yet. You didn't share it.
Oh, I didn't share it.
Unfuck your life.
Unfuck yourself. Sorry about that. Did anybody say anything about it?
No.
Okay.
You go on your tangents.
I do go on my tangents.
It's okay. It's all good.
I'll make it bigger for everybody to see. Now, this is interesting. On March 3rd, 1865, the Attorney General delegated clemency responsibilities to the Office of the Clerk of Pardons. The Office of the Clerk of Pardons became a component of the newly created Department of Justice pursuant to its Enabling Act on June 22nd, 1870. What's significant about this is during the Reconstruction era, right after the Civil War. Much of this would have been done while the southern states would have had all of their senators removed, and they basically put in whatever hobgoblin they wanted.
Yes.
In those southern states.
And it was pretty fucked up for about 2 decades.
There was a period of time where it can very easily be argued that those southern states never had a properly elected representative, senator, or congressman.
Yep.
Because the restoration period and the war, I think it went through 1873.
It was 1865 to 1885. It took 2 decades before
for the full restoration. But I'm talking about the period of time in which they installed people in Southern offices.
It's about 12 years.
By the way, that would mean that the 14th Amendment isn't even valid because half of the country wasn't there to ratify it.
Technically, you are correct.
Yeah. I mean, it either is or it isn't. And I'm tired of people playing like, oh, well, they had this thing here. And were they duly elected representatives? Yes or no? If the answer is no,
it's a no.
It's a no. Yeah. And your declaration is void. Your amendment is void. Your whatever the fuck it is void. Sorry. We either have a constitution or we do not. Anyway, the Office of the Clerk of Pardons became a component of the newly created Department of Justice pursuant to its Enabling Act on June 22nd, 1870. It was superseded by the Office of the Attorney in Charge of Pardons, which we're looking at now, established in the Department of Justice by an act of March 3rd, 1891, and redesignated the Office of the Pardon Attorney in 1894. So, can the president make clemency decisions without receiving a recommendation?
Yes, he can.
The regulations contained are advisory only, and for the internal guidance of the Department of Justice personnel, they create no enforceable rights. So, no. Does the president have authority to grant clemency for a state conviction? Short answer, no.
Yep.
Here is a whole bunch of other questions. Let's see if we can find any that are relevant to our topic.
To today.
Is a presidential pardon the only way a person convicted of a federal felony may regain his right to bear arms? It's an interesting question. Yes. Interesting.
You can go for an expungement and then get your rights
I actually know a guy that I should put in for that. I actually know a guy who just got screwed because he didn't have enough money to fight the legal battle. So the IRS just fucked him to a wall and gave him federal crime, and then let it all go. They prosecuted him and they convicted him, but they didn't sentence him.
Huh.
I forget what the term is. It's not coming to me right now. But anyway, yeah, that guy lost his Second Amendment rights, and it's like,
Yeah. Well, they call it
Because-
taking him for a ride.
simply because he didn't have enough money to fight the case.
Yeah.
Not because he was guilty, because he didn't have enough money to fight the case.
Yeah.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Pop for Supporters Sundays, go to redonkulous.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the Meat Gazer box.